What's going on, y'all? D Price, Darren Price, syllabus.org. And Sham, check this out. So today, I experienced an overt racist attack. Today's November 7th, 2018, on Friday. A few hours ago, a little before 6 o'clock, I was leaving work, headed to get barber shop, get my hair cut. And this guy thought I was going too slow for him when I was obeying the traffic. He began to tailgate me and tailgate me. As I stopped to make an entrance into the small plaza, the guy continuously pr- proceeded to get really close to my bumper and lay on his horn. As I turned left into the parking lot of the shopping mall, he pulled in behind me. And the next thing I know, he pulls up beside me, and I'm still in the car. And next thing I know, this is Loudoun County, Virginia, by the way, in Ashburn, Virginia. And he pulls up beside me, rolls his window down, starts yelling all kinds of racial slurs, telling me that I wanted to fight, if trying to provoke me to fight him. And he began to taunt me how many, and he began to taunt me and call me racial slurs and all kinds of things, and telling me I'm a problem when I kept saying, "What's up, Dylan? What are you doing? This is Uncle Darren." And he began to curse at me and yell out all kinds of profanity and so on. So I continue to try to back in to the parking space. I know I need to do YouTube more. I'm always on Facebook and Instagram, but I'm going to start doing more YouTube. But so today, like I was saying, this Caucasian, um, what I call to be white privilege, thought it was cool for him to just pull up and start yelling and screaming and following me and calling me all kinds of racial slurs and so on. And I felt threatened because he blocked me in. He skid around, turned around, and blocked my car in the parking space where I couldn't get out. He then began to yell and scream more racial slurs, saying I'm the problem and I hate you, Negroes, but it wasn't the word Negro. He was very belligerent, and obviously he was intoxicated, but that's no excuse. Usually people say when you're intoxicated, you tell the truth. You really tell how your feelings are. Yeah, so that means that's really how he felt. So this was racially motivated. Um, he got out of the vehicle while I was still in the car. He approached my car, started banging on my window, started trying to open my door, and he's yelling, telling me I'm a punk and saying I'm weak. And all this time I've taken a couple of photos. No, I don't crash into people. And all this time I'm taking pictures of him, and I called 911 while I'm sitting in the car. So the 911 recording should show or should display that they can hear him yelling at me and banging on my window, and I'm telling him to back away from the vehicle, and I keep telling him to move, get away, get away. So at one point he gets back in the car in his truck, and then I proceed to get out of the car so I can go the opposite direction to the barber shop. And he gets out of the car again, and I'm not always all the way out of the car. Um, and so I get back in the car to protect myself and actually to protect him, because I told him I'm trying to save his life. You need to leave me alone. And I continue to tell that to the dispatch. And because I was sober and I'm still sober, but he obviously had an issue with me because I'm black, and he thought it was okay for him to do that during this political issue that's going on in this high um, racist era that's going on, where for some reason people think it's okay to be racist and violate people's rights. So at that point, I got back in the car, reaching for whatever I had, and I told him, I'm trying to save your life, please back away. Other people started to approach, and they witnessed this whole incident as he continued to yell and scream. and even the dispatch officer, she could hear what was going on this whole time. And I'm telling him to get away, back up, back up. He didn't want to back up. So as I've taken pictures of him and his car and his license plate or his truck, um, it was just an ignorant moment on his part. But I know about 15 years ago, I wouldn't have been so patient. So I'm glad that God changed my life, because that could have been worse. Either he could have got hurt or killed, or it could have been me. But um, I don't know why he was so mad. Obviously, he was a racist because he was yelling racial slurs at me. He was cussing. He's just mad at the world. He doesn't even know me. I don't know him. But it was really dangerous. It was frightening at the point, but I knew God had my back no matter what. But I want to put that out there to see what Loudoun County Sheriff's Department is going to do and how they're going to handle the situation. They did show up pretty quick after he sped off and left, but they did state that they arrested him and he is in jail. But I'm interested to see how they're going to pursue this and what type of charges that come up. But this is crazy what's going on in this world today, because today could have been my last day on earth, or it could have been his. But I was thankful that there was witnesses, and one of the witnesses gave their testimony about what they saw, about him attacking me, verbally, and almost physically if I'd have let him. But he attacked my car, attacked me verbally, he blocked me in, threatened my life. Uh, so we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to share that with y'all to know that, you know, God gave me patience of Job, because it's just crazy how this world is, man, and you never know when it's going to happen to you. As an African American or a black man in this world, um, I experience overt racism all the time, whether it's at my job, whether it's out on the street, just in general, because it exists. But it's crazy, doesn't make sense. But we got to do something about it. We got to stand up against it. And not that I've just now going to decide to start standing up against it, because I've always been against racism, but I'm not a racist. I just hate racism. I just hate racist people. But they have issues. So at that point, God gave me enough patience and peace and calmness to handle the situation like I should, and be a bigger person and not put this guy on his butt. But you guys got to be careful out there, y'all. So to the youth out there, protect yourself, know what's going on, be aware of your surroundings, know if people are following you, handle situations carefully, and always observe your surroundings no matter what. And always do the right thing if you can, because it could have came out worse. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. I don't know if I can put pictures up here or not, because I don't use the YouTube very often, but just so y'all know, man, this is craziness going on in this world. But I know it's a spiritual warfare going on inside of people. It's really bigger than the skin color, but that's how it comes out in the flesh. But had I been in my flesh like I was years ago, I would have been whooping this dude's butt. So I'm just thankful to God. I've given my life to God and really lived by his examples. And I'm so thankful for that, because I'm still here today. He will get his punishment. He's already locked up. And we'll see what happens from there. But be careful out there, y'all. Peace. See you, nephew. Good to at least hear from you on YouTube. My number, you have my number. Just call me sometimes. Oh snap! It's still live. I'm sitting here sharing. I don't even know how to stop it. Thought I did. My fault, y'all. But y'all can catch my video, Happy Hope Day, Hump Day videos. on Facebook, IG, every Wednesday. Hope Day, help other people excel. We talk about topics like this. Peace.